Hello everyone, it's QueenVLionz back to you with another video. This video pertains to the transitioning of Subway employee BrittanyMacon and the injury of Jada Statum. You will watch brief clips and I will be back with my commentary.
At a Subway restaurant, we have just obtained warrants naming the suspect in the shooting that allegedly happened after an argument over too much mayonnaise on a sandwich. Now, according to the warrants, police arrested 36-year-old Melvin Williams of Atlanta shortly after the shooting. He appeared before a Fulton County judge Monday and was denied bond. Williams is accused of fatally shooting 26-year-old BrittanyMacon and seriously wounding 24-year-old Jada Statum. Statum's 5-year-old son was also inside the restaurant at the time of the shooting, but was not injured.
So that 24-year-old recovering at the hospital says she is off of the ventilator and is talking. So that is the good news here. However, I've learned that the suspect in this case has a very lengthy criminal record here. He was actually out on bond on a separate incident. So that means he should not have had a gun in the first place.
Just the fact that somebody would think that they could just take somebody's life over a sandwich.
For the Melvin Williams faces charges connected to a shooting where Atlanta police say a 36-year-old man shot into the restaurant stemming from an argument over too much mayo on a sandwich. According to court records, Williams has a lengthy criminal history. We found 8 mugshots with Fulton County, and records show he was out on bond for charges of cruelty to children and aggravated assault at the time of the Subway shooting. That means he should not have had a gun. Griggs says Jada and BrittanyMacon were close friends and roommates. She hopes this is a wake-up call to put the guns down.
As you've heard, this suspect was already on bond. And instead of walking a fine line, this suspect not only took the life of Brittany, but also critically injuring Jada. Why is it that when black women are in retail, somehow they are belittled, assaulted, and sometimes even harmed at work? This unfortunate story reminds me of a story done last year when LaquittaWillis, a cashier, asked to put on his mask. Remind you, the country was still under a mask mandate. And instead, Miss Willis lost her life. You will watch a brief clip and I will be back with more commentary.
Mask mandate. LaquittaWillis, a beloved cashier, was shot and killed nearly 1 week ago at the Big Bear supermarket, when she asked the suspect to pull up his face mask. And since then, the story has gained national attention. 11 Alive's Naima Abdullahi shares how Willis is being remembered by her beloved community at her viewing today.
She was loved.
I'm coming here to pay my last respect.
She mattered to so many.
I knew her a long time.
Grieving in real time.
She very polite.
LaquittaWillis, 41 years old, a victim of gun violence. Gun violence, a tragedy that's often in the headlines day after day. But today, it was about the love and legacy of Laquitta. So many who knew her painfully feel her absence inside the viewing at the Gregory B. Levitt and Sons Funeral Home in Decatur. We heard from so many people throughout the week.
Oh my gosh, she was such a such a sweetheart.
Who loved her.
She was always nice and kind.
And will forever miss her.
And we're just in a lot of pain.
Sean Blassingame says she's holding on to the sweet memories.
I walk in first and say, hey, how everybody doing? And she will always speak.
Laquitta's friend, Vicky Obum, is traumatized by what happened to her.
It took me to another level. Scared.
LaquittaWillis, an employee at the Big Bear supermarket on Candler Road, a place she worked for 10 years, now gone because of a bullet. The trigger pulled by this suspect, Victor Lee Tucker Jr., who authorities say became frustrated at a small request to put on his face mask inside the store. A simple mask policy igniting gunfire, then the store becoming a crime scene, which then transformed into a memorial site with candles, balloons, heavy hearts, and prayers. Monday, June 14th, LaquittaWillis died. But it is how she died that has her close friends and family wishing she never went to work that day.
All that could have been prevented. All he had to do was go in there and put a mask on. You ain't have to take that. He ain't have to take that girl like that. It's so simple.
Once again, the suspect had multiple priors, and these black women unfortunately had to pay the price with either their lives and or forever injured and traumatized at the hands of all men who cannot control their anger, who cannot control their venom towards black women. I leave you with the words of Malcolm X, and we'll be back with more commentary.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And as Muslims, the Honorable Elijah...
Protect the black woman. Protecting black women should not only be a hashtag, but the way of life. If we see something, we say something. And we must not enable persons who wish or cause harm to our sisters, our daughters, our nieces, and our friends. I hope to see you in the next video. Say their names.